Today we are going to look at 15 typical phrases a narcissist uses and what they really mean. And phrase number 1, you are too jealous. When a narcissist wants to have the freedom to flirt with others, chat with others, or even create a small fan club, they use this phrase, you are too jealous. The danger is that you might accept this and replace your reality with the narcissist's fabricated reality, where they appear innocent and sweet and their obvious flirting with others, clear interest in others, or even infidelity become things you're supposed to accept. So to prevent this, you must assert your own perspective against the narcissist. So if they say you are too jealous, you should respond, I find it unacceptable when you flirt with the waitress, and say it clearly and uncompromisingly. It has nothing to do with jealousy, it has something to do with respect. So no matter how much they claim you are too jealous, if they see you are not buying into their fake reality or gaslighting, they will eventually realize that this tactic does not work on you. Another phrase, you don't understand me. When a narcissist says that, they're often trying to manipulate you into doing something they want, but you obviously don't want. They might act like they're the victim to make you feel guilty. Narcissists believe that those close to them should always give in to their demands. So if you don't do what they want, they'll try to make you feel bad by claiming you don't understand them. They want you to feel guilty and put their needs above your own, acting like they're misunderstood by everyone and including you. Here's the example. They can do it when you don't tolerate their behavior. If a narcissistic partner is acting out, perhaps throwing a tantrum or being overly critical, and you call them out on it or express that their behavior is hurtful, they might say, you don't understand me. They might be trying to make you feel guilty for not accepting their behavior unconditionally. The next phrase, you are too sensitive. Translation, you're not patient or strong enough to endure everything I want. Narcissists will accuse you of being overly sensitive because you react in a normal human way. They want you to suppress your feelings and start accepting the unacceptable. Literally swallow all the shit they give you. But when you refuse to accept their unacceptable behavior, suddenly you're too sensitive. To avoid feeling guilty in this situation, it's crucial to allow yourself to feel your emotions. A narcissist will accuse you even for just breathing or walking if you let them go that far. So you can say, yes, maybe I'm too sensitive, but these are my feelings. Someone is sensitive, someone is not. I am. So if you give yourself the right to your emotions, it won't matter whether the narcissist grants you this right or not. By the way, guys, if you are getting value from this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me as a new creator to develop this channel. The next phrase, you're being dramatic. When you have an emotional reaction, the narcissist tries to make you think that your reaction is irrational. They deliberately provoke you and then make you believe your reaction is over the top. This is a two-step manipulation. Narcissist wants you to think you're irrational, making it easier for them to control you and put in their thoughts and ideas about what reality is in your head. The next phrase, you're exaggerating. A narcissist will always try to convince you that their mistakes are minor and not worth noticing or mentioning. If you think something matters, then you are exaggerating. The next phrase, I'm just kidding. This is the most classic one, to be honest. The most primitive and the most annoying, because as soon as they see that your reaction to what they said is not what they expected, or if they abused you, however, to stay all in white, they just say, I'm kidding. However, you still left with this feeling that someone put a bucket with dirty water on your head, no matter how many times they say, I was just kidding. So the rule about jokes should be, it must be funny for both of us, not just for one person. Otherwise, it is not a joke, it is an insult. The next phrase, you wouldn't be able to live without me, or you can't live without me. Translation: I can't live without you. I need you so much that I can't allow you to think about living separately. A narcissist wants to instill a sense of dependence on you. When someone truly loves you, they want you to be strong and thrive. If someone tries to diminish you so that you feel powerless, it's not love, it's a desire to feed off your resources. The next phrase, you misunderstood me, or you got it wrong. This one is a bit similar to I was just kidding. Narcissist doesn't want to take responsibility, claiming they were just misunderstood. When this can be used? After making a hurtful comment. For example, if a narcissist makes a rude or hurtful comment and you react negatively or get upset, they might say, you misunderstood me, or you got it wrong. This tactic shifts the blame away from their behavior and makes you feel guilty for reacting, implying that the partner is overly sensitive or interpreting things incorrectly. The next phrase, it's not all about you, or you are so selfish. A narcissist needs to convince you that you are selfish. They genuinely believe it's very natural that the whole world should revolve around them. If someone expresses their own interests or taking care of themselves, the narcissist sees this as selfish. The next phrase, you have low self-esteem. When you point out the narcissist's hurtful word or actions, they'll say you have self-esteem issues. They use hidden insults or toxic criticism to cause emotional pain. So in this case, it is good to say, maybe, who has high self-esteem these days? But how come it gives you the right to insult me or criticize? The next phrase, you are insecure. In general, this phrase is similar to the previous one. And the next phrase, we are just friends. And this one can be really painful if you are genuinely invested into building a relationship with them. So after 3 months of dating, this one can be quite a shocker. A narcissist uses this to convince you they have the right to interact with anyone and you shouldn't say anything about it. It's important for them to keep adding new candidates to their pool of their admirers. The next phrase, I'm sorry you feel that way. It is often used by narcissists to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Instead of saying, I'm sorry I did this or I hurt you, they shift the blame onto you for feeling hurt. This phrase allows them to pretend they're apologizing without actually expressing any regret for their behavior. It's important to know your boundaries and stick to them to avoid getting trapped in a relationship with a narcissist. The next phrase, I love you. What this really means is I want to keep getting resources from you. It's crucial to differentiate between real love and narcissistic love bombing. The next phrase, you are crazy or you're insane. This is a classic of gaslighting, which is one of the narcissist tactics to make you believe you're crazy. If you guys want to know more about gaslighting, click here to watch this video. Look after yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you next time.